downs.
If you can do that, because you don't have Elijah Mitchell, Trey Regis from last year, you're going to have success. You alternately cover and contain on the part of Texas to keep Levi Lewis in the pocket.
Out of the shotgun, Lewis dumps it down underneath. And we'll have a first down and then some. That's Amani Bailey.
Again, taking advantage of all of those bodies dropping back.
Heel Johnson giving some motion. That was a 20-yard gain on the quick pass to Bailey. And he carries again.
You've got big bodies in there. This guy, as you said, is a hybrid guy. He can cover, he can run and chase, he can do all the things and never has to come off the field. That's what you want in a player.
Montrell Johnson is checked into the game. Now Lewis with the play action. Look at him throw on the run, complete.
In front of him, threw it right underneath his armpit. That's how accomplished Levi Lewis is.
They shuttle in receivers and tight ends. I mean, like a bus stop.
Now they're going with the two tight end look to the left side. That's the strength of this formation.
Right up the gut to Johnson. Montrell Johnson with a first down. The chains again.
Overshown is there, Tim, but this game is about numbers and names. This looks like some of the old next level stuff.
First down on this drive. That's LeBlanc in motion. And cutting back the other way again comes Johnson. Bernard is in the game along with Chris Smith again. Bernard in motion. Nothing doing for Lewis. Is the 3. Blitz coming right up the gut. Lewis handles it. Now in trouble and down. Slips at the that polished him off.
Tim, I love the way they come across here. It's a scissor blitz. You can see Brockermeyer working with Overshown on that game and deal inside.
That's against Iowa State a year ago to the day almost. That helped put that one away when the Cajuns won by 17 against the Cyclones. And of course, we all know about Matt Campbell's club. Smith is the setback. But a year ago, that one getaway that he wouldn't let go of, and at least in our meeting yesterday, no question about it. Second down and 13. Little curl pattern to Jalen Williams. One of the really...
That position, and we've got a mismatch, and both of them need to be addressed. Here comes a little cat slot blitz up top off the numbers. Texas has shown it. Levi's showing you some of that maturity, getting the back involved in this protection.
Looked like Brockermeyer, didn't it?
Nice
Here comes
job.
Smith to the edge. Uh-oh, you better wrap him up. He gets a head
Tension, but they're really key to what they do offensively here in Louisiana.
Dante Fleming is a speed merchant. He was in motion, comes to the bottom of your screen, number 17.
Here comes the blitz, so out.
Looking in that direction, incomplete. Mix-up between Lumpkin 88 and Lewis, but you're right.
Formation gives Texas any problems. See if they sort it out.
Montrell Johnson,
They're going to run
to
it.
the top.
They're going to bring him out and let him run it.
Lewis crossing pattern, and it's dropped by LeBlanc. Normally is sure.
Billy Napier, that's where guys, it's the total, sum total of all of those experiences coming to bear that allows you to coach at a high level.
Oh, Lewis just grabbed the handle late and managed to get the exchange. Montrell Johnson remains the setback. Lewis.
Wow.
Overthrown, had a man wide open.
Of it out of the bunch formation, and if they show you play action and those linebackers close, watch underneath in the throw game. Here they come.
Out pattern, and it's caught. That's Rogers. Stop shot.
To Alabama, the new offensive coordinator for Alabama seems to not have missed a beat.
Well, let's see what Levi Lewis can do here. He's really been rattled here in the second quarter. Goes with a quick out to Rogers. Quarter. 137 for Texas, only 12 for Louisiana. They got 9 on that one play right there.
I think they wanted to get a timeout there. They had the formation they wanted.
Knew they were in trouble. Amani Bailey, version. 0 for 4 so far today. Bailey remains in the backfield. And I think they're fourth down. They need a half yard. Bouncing out and getting the first down, Montrell Johnson.
Pressure look, but they still were outnumbered. I'm really surprised that they're playing at that true.
Lewis, now this is what he can really do. We haven't seen this as yet today, but he does scamp
quarterback before he gets the total breadth and width of the field at his disposal. If that happens, then it gets really dangerous quickly.
Well, the decision-making here by the Ragin Cajuns indicates how important this drive really is.
Look at the patience.
Yeah, Lewis dumps it underneath and dropped it.
Just hit him in the face.
2nd and 10. 4 wides and a single back. That's Chris Smith.
Trips into the boundary.
Lewis,
nice.
Again, finds the open receiver. It's Errol Rogers at the 30-yard line. Got to run something quick with time winding down here in the first half.
See those 3 guys bunched up right there, and then watch 6 split the difference. Run a vertical route to pull that safety corner out of there, and it opens up that underneath area. Verticals, that means 4 wide receivers with short motion.
Whatever it is, it's got to be quick unless they go over the top for everything. It is quick, and it's caught inside the 30.
It's that time differential that you just mentioned. I'm just sitting there with my mouth wide open. That's almost a 4-fold advantage for Texas.
And with the heat of the day, you can bet that the Louisiana defense needs a break. They need this.
Kyle Flood, let's not ignore him. The offensive line coach has had a great deal to do with this success as well.
Amani Bailey now has moved into the backfield, trips to the top of your screen, and it's Bailey. He's got quick capable
to respond, and then that's when you hit him with play action.
Well, 3rd down and 3. It is 3rd and 3, not 2nd and 3. Looking for that elusive first 3rd down conversion out of the shotgun. And they got the first down again. This time it's Montrell Johnson.
Has demonstrated with the courage to have a young quarterback play.
He's a big analytics guy, and so he followed that path and going for it on 4th down. Now there's Jacob. But
maybe we're trying to use some motion to try to get an edge on what's going on defensively.
2nd and 7. Seam route caught. First down, Neil Johnson. We'll get back to that in a moment. On the rollout, they go right back to Neil Johnson. And
Billy Napier is starting to paint right here, the left, and then this play right here, the tight end is going to get vertical. There's a safety that moves up, and there's another safety in the middle of the field right on the top of Bebo. But the tight end does a great job of sitting that ball down, making it really dent. That is an excellent zone read by the tight end.
Neil Johnson got the job done there. And here's Montrell Johnson.
Significant, effective, that lets you know that both these teams are well coached.
Also tells me that they still believe they don't have to fool anyone. They can just play their game and hang. There goes Smith. Chris Smith with a first down.
That builds confidence.
They know that's the strength of the Texas football team up front, is that down 3. Smith again, the lone setback out of the shotgun for Lewis. That's Dante Fleming in motion. They come back the other way to Smith. Nothing does.
So same look, just shifted over, playing an under technique.
And there's Smith again. Deck and see if you feel like you've got a running game that can get downhill on us without those 2 guys.
You're starting to see those defenders get closer to the line of scrimmage. Now they've got a double A and B gap parties, and so they're going to flip the strength of this and run to the right side or throw to the right.
Earl Rogers in motion.
There they go.
In time. What a call by my partner. Chris Smith. Touchdown. 27 yards.
What a beautifully designed series that was. And giving his quarterback just one read to make and to go opposite from the numbers. It's man coverage. You know it because the guy mirrors what's happening with the motion man. And he just runs away from the numbers. And Smith, one of the things that they all have in common is the ability to create outside of the structure of the offense. And that means in the red area. Any place where you need a little extra something, you can count on him.
Amani Bailey is in the backfield behind Levi Lewis. He only gets a yard, maybe 2. But he chose to wait. And then when this job opened up, he thought, man, this could be the place that you call a destination, where if you're successful, you retire there. Play fake, and Lewis with plenty of time.
Nope.
Incomplete. And he's fortunate.
Number 23, as you said, Tim, was sitting back there squatting, waiting for that deep over to open. And again, you have to credit what Pete Kwiatkowski is doing, being able to read and not allow those deep third quarterbacks long enough. But boy, if you know how to defend it, Texas has got a great mind to help him.
Cajuns on 3rd and 8. Lewis is sacked. Down he goes for the Ragin Cajuns.
Nice dog, a stunt. It's a blitz is basically what it is. I bet you guys didn't know that Bevo wasn't the first mascot of Texas. It was an American Pit Bull Terrier. It truly was back in the early days. That's what that blitz looked like. It was a dog off the corner on the edge. Results. And you can plug and play. I mean, it's just no difference like a Henry Ford. You develop the process, and then anybody can have success with it.
I can certainly see now why Hudson Card did win the job.
You bet.
Even though it was a difficult choice for him to make. Errol Rogers takes it.
I think Texas, with Sarkisian calling the plays and everybody having success who gets under center, can get back to that factory status quicker than most people thought they would.
Lewis again throws one.
Wide seam, some intermediate stuff available, but he's really not been able to take the top off of this offense. And so here's a case where you got a single safety deep high, so they're defending the run now. Single safety, 9 men around the line of scrimmage.
And they defended the run well, but Smith burrowed ahead for the first down.
And that's pretty, you know, look, when you've got a single high safety, you can still run the ball against that front. That's pretty impressive.
Well, he's short again. They marked him. Boy, they're going to go on 4th down again.
Wow.
They only got 2 yards out of that. I thought for sure he had the first down. Well, they're 2 out of 2 on 4th.
They got to run in the middle if they do it.
Try it again.
Wow.
And it's a pass. Quick out to Jalen Williams. They're still accustomed.
No question about it.
That's been the key.
Yeah, because that's how you affect numbers, right? You make them defend the run.
I mean, this is a downhill team. Yeah, they spread it out, but they are accustomed.
That's the route they've been looking for right there.
Jalen Williams on the receiving end was the onside kick.
Yep.
Other than that, they've gone toe-to-toe with the notion that they didn't have to surprise anyone to compete. Just have not executed the way they normally would. That pass falls in 10.
No
Well, it looked like there was
Wow.
movement prior at the line of scrimmage. No. Haven't called Dante Fleming's name at all today. Now we do. He has it at the 30. And close to the first.
Actively, whether it's Jacoby Jones at outside linebacker, Ray Thornton, any of those guys that are on the edges, or even some of the guys up front, they are containing the quarterback.
The quick bubble screen out to Kyron Lacey. His first catch of the day.
A little
in the back
sneaky blitz.
Play fake. And they go with a quick out to Lacey again. Kyron Lacey gets free.
Wow, how about
Inside the 5. Touchdown. 19 yards to Kyron Lacey, the freshman from Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Usually those big plays like that, when you blitz from that side of the field, particularly when it's a short side, you better replace really quick. Watch the pressure. It's a little corner cap blitz. Number 9's coming in underneath, makes one big guy miss, but you better replace. You're asking a linebacker to go deal with the wide receiver. That's a mismatch.
Great score remains 35-18. Timeout. 9:31 remaining. You can bet that this UL team is not going to go and fold. It's not their makeup. They're a championship caliber team. They'll go for 2 here. Smith in the backfield. They go with the fade. Incomplete. The way that team did beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, 96. I remember the goalpost coming down. Man.
Which until the Iowa State win last year was the biggest win.
Yeah,
arguably the biggest
right.
win the school had ever had.
I think you're absolutely right.
2nd down and 10. Empty backfield for Lewis. And Levi again goes underneath. He's had to do a lot of that
today. Be a personal foul right here, Tim, to the quarterback.
1st down 10, ball at the 47-yard line. Again, shallow cross to the tight end, Neil Johnson. And he's Chris Smith back in the game. Right behind Levi Lewis.
little pistol formation.
And they go to Smith, who's corralled at the state of Michigan. Now playing here in Texas. Over the middle. That threaded that one, didn't he? Lewis, beautiful pass.
Had not really done well today, but they're moving it now.
Yeah, they are. And there's Smith again. Barrels ahead with the Billy Napier calls the plays. And they're looking like what they thought they would be here in the latter stages.
Texas.
Bailey on the curl. Lost the ball. It's loose. On the ground, a lot of Longhorns around it, too. A lot of Texas Longhorns around it. If Bailey got that back, trust me, he was outnumbered. There were 3 Longhorns all around him.
Good luck getting them cleared away.
Texas.
And it is Texas, yeah. That was... Oh, goodness gracious.
Smile.
Oh, you guys here too. Oh, good. Thank you, man. It was great having you there that night. And it was really honored.
That's Jake the Snake, man, all the way, our producer.
Chris Smith.
We almost ran out of time.
Touche. Family says thank you.
No, you deserve it. You've earned every bit of it.
Get to be 65, you're going to have those sort of lifetime achievement awards thrown your way. And,
yeah.
But to have it happen at home first in my state means a great deal to me.
And kids.
Yeah, big time.
That's special to you. We know
I'm now I may be a Hall of Famer, but I'm 4th string at home. There's an out pattern that is incomplete. But thanks for that. I really do appreciate it. And by the way, while speaking of Louisiana, my home state is really struggling right now. Grand Isle and throughout that entire area. And our statistician and content coordinator, Scott Alexander, barely made it here. Many thanks to him. He's been doing so much for us for so many years, and it was a struggle for him to just get here. And I thank my lucky stars for his making it, and wish
days ago.
Right.
And that speaks to how effective this Texas rush has been on the outside.
It has been. Yeah. He was trying to make something happen here late.
Oh,
there was
the ladder there. That's about that.
But on the scoreboard, the Longhorns made the bigger plays and controlled this game defensively.
Need to. That's why you're getting these easy yardage on the perimeters, high percentage passes, and it gives the impression that they really are picking them apart. But it's a 2-deep look, 2 safeties deep, which means it's a conservative shell of a defense.
And they swing it out to Smith yet again. You know, you were talking a little earlier, had a relationship with Jeff Banks, had a relationship with a few other coaches. The contacts he utilized to get 3 from the staff at Alabama, plus A.J. Milwee, by the way, had worked with Terry Bowden at Akron and had been out of it for a bit, and he got him to come over.
Exudes that leadership, ethic, ethos, whatever you want to call it. He's got it in spades.
Coming down to the end, Lewis is in trouble and sacked back at the 15-yard.
Got it there.
You know, you mentioned how big this game was. Look, this was an opponent that could have really given Texas more trouble than it turned out they did. They go to Arkansas. Now, you talk about great rivalries coming back. And hello, how do you do moving to the SEC down the road?
Right.
You know, the old redheaded stepchild of the Southwest Conference is waiting for the Texas Longhorns next week.
There's still some bad blood there on that September 11th date, man, with the old harkening of the old Southwest Conference.
And that fan base in Fayetteville is now being treated, they think, with Coach Pittman to a rebirth of their own. And that'll be quite an entertaining game for the Longhorns next week. But I really felt the key for him was to get this win and to get a lot out of this win.
Well, it certainly did help him a great deal in terms of taking the pressure off, because in a 5-year window, you've gone through Charlie Strong, Tom Herman, and I'll tell you, it's proven those guys maybe were a little bit too shiny for this job. This was a difficult job.
Yep. And down goes Lewis again at the 25-yard line. And this time it's Bush that gets through there.